everyone, in today's video I'm going to give you a walkthrough on what to do and what are the steps that you need to do when you receive a passport request from IRCC. So just a background on what to expect when your application had already been approved. So you will be getting a notification via email sent to you by IRCC. So the email would look like this on the screen. Okay, there is a message about your application that is waiting for you. So if you receive this email, you should be very grateful already. Yeah, claiming it. Inviting positivity. So when I got this, I was really like crying like crazy. When I got this on the 17th, but I was able to open it on the 18th because I was just very busy on the 17th that I wasn't able to, and that was the only day that I wasn't able to open my email and to open my GC key. And then the following day, early in the morning, I checked first my email and got this. And when I got this, I was literally crying. And I'm crying and I'm praying, and when I can barely open my GC key account because I'm crying really. So it was the happiest day, I would say. So when I got this, I opened my GC key account and yeah, I got my approval. So I got the message where it says a decision has already been made and your application has been approved, and it took 50 days. Okay, just what I've always mentioned on my previous videos. It took 50 days for my visitor visa approved, and yeah, I would always say it was the happiest day. I didn't expect it to be that quick. Alrighty, so once you got a message or that passport request from IRCC, the next thing that you can check is how to process or how to send your passport to IRCC. So what I did first thing is I've checked their website, VFS website. Just the way you book your biometrics appointment, but this time you just need to go to the additional services. You should have this information. So I would always suggest, I think that you should check first their website just so you can have the updated amount for your manager's check, because I'm pretty sure they would have that updated every now and then. And also you can avail the SMS, okay, SMS services. I've availed that as well. So I got a notification both email and at the same time SMS. So they're being sent simultaneously. That's fine. Yeah, I was just excited to to know where my parcel is, what's the current status. So those kind of updates is very exciting, right? And I also the other thing that I did is I also emailed them. I emailed VFS just so I do have an idea what are the things that are needed to be included on my parcel or on my envelope. So you could also so I've also inquired about the two-way courier service, and a lot of people that I've checked with advised that it would be expedited if it's just a one-way courier. So I've listened to them, and indeed it was a lot expedited, and it took just a week for me to receive my parcel or my passport with a stamp. So here are the list of things that should be included in your envelope. So first, your passport. So I have listed here on the screen also. So first you have your passport, and then second your manager's check, and then third is the PPR requests. So on your GC key, there's a PPR request where you can just click on it and it would automatically download the PDF copy. And also the VFS consent and the checklist as well. And lastly, the biometrics validity. So these are all. So checklist and VFS consent can be downloaded or can be inquired via VFS email, and then the biometrics validity and the PPR request can be downloaded from your GC key account. Okay, so yeah, these are the list of documents that I've included in my envelope before I send it over via LBC, so it will be processed by IRCC. Alrighty, so this checklist document is just a notification, just complete list of checklist. It's a list of all of the documents that you've included in your envelope. So you just need to put a check mark on each of the boxes there. And from here you can just put your name, your signature, and then the date. Okay? So these are all of the things here are actually the one that I've listed. So yeah. So you can just follow all this. Okay, and then so this another document right here is the consent form. I'm pretty sure you are familiar on this document because this is the same document that you fill out when you got your biometrics at VFS. Okay, so you just need to simply fill out everything here. It's pretty much very straightforward. Okay, I think this one is for those getting assistance from agency. Okay, so on this part right here, applicants wishing to provide biometrics. So since you've already provided your biometrics, then you can just put on here your on the name field, you can put biometrics already completed, and then you can affix your signature and then a date. The date here should be when your biometrics had been performed or completed. Okay, you can see that on your GC key account, biometrics completed and a date. You can just put that particular date. Okay, so that's it from that VFS consent form. So this is gonna be the passport request coming from IRCC. You can download this from your GC key account. So the date here is the day when the decision has been made. So this is the luckiest day. Okay, so it would have a barcode on that part, the UCI part. And then so this is just notifying you that for them to completely or to finalize your application, you need to send your passport. Okay, please provide your passport or travel document with a copy of this letter. So that's why it's very important to include this letter. There must be at least one blank page in your passport. My passport is just newly renewed, so there's plenty of blank pages in there. Just kidding. So your passport must be valid for the duration of your expected length of stay in Canada. Okay, please note that we can't issue a visa beyond the expiry date on the passport. So basically, it's best if you just renewed your passport, so your visa validity would also same as your passport validity, I think. Okay, so thank you for the interest you have shown in Canada. Thank you for approving my visa also. Alrighty, so this is the biometric validity that I've mentioned on here as part of the documents that I've included on my parcel. So it just simply shows here or letting you know that your biometric is valid until, okay, blah blah blah, date, okay? So mine is gonna be until 2032. 10 years or 9 years from now. Right, so that's just it for the biometric validity document. So I've included it also. Okay, so on this part right here, so this is your passport and your manager's check. So just for precautionary actions, so I put my passport and my manager's check inside a transparent plastic, okay, separately. Just a protection, you know, to avoid getting wet along the way. We wouldn't know if it would rain or accidentally, you know, we wouldn't really know. So I just for protection, I just put it separately on a plastic and then put it inside my parcel. Okay, so yeah, it's just another. I saw it on some of the vlogs on YouTube, so I also thought that's helpful and at the same time perfect, okay, to protect your document. So I did it. Okay, and then also on the sealed envelope, I also wrote this details. So the return address, and then at least 2 mobile numbers, and then another or the email address. So I just wrote it that way, and then yeah, so that's just it. So it would be easier for them, though you also do have that information on your consent form. But yeah, I just followed the tips that they have on a piece of paper that they gave us when I have my biometrics. So this is also another way to check. So once you have your parcel sent, you can track it at any time, and then just go to LBC on Google. Just go to LBC tracking and then put in the tracking number on here, and you will be able to track where your parcel at currently. So it would be, you know, just making sure where your parcel is currently, and making sure also that it's been routed to the right recipient. You know, there's really nothing wrong making sure that your document is properly dispatched to the right person, or yeah, the right place and location. So I did that most of the time. Whenever I send something, I just make sure that there is no, misdispatch, misrouted, something like that. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. There's nothing wrong if you would also try it. And then also, this is another way. This can also be viewed by a VFS website. If you would like to track your application and you think that it's been a while already when you send your passport and you haven't heard back about it or the status about it, you could also track an application via VFS website. So from here, you would be able to know what is the current status, and they have different platforms for you to try and for you to get updates. So they have chat support, they have email, and they also have helpline. And lastly, visa application center. So to track your application, you can also visit. So I just tried the chat option because I've already received like a notification that my parcel had already been couriered. Okay, and then I haven't heard anything because they would not send you like the tracking number of the LBC. Okay, so their partner is LBC also. So I got this notification that my parcel had already been couriered. So yes, so that time I didn't receive any tracking numbers. So I tried their chat support, and I was notified that my parcel has already been dispatched to LBC. So, and they had given me or provided me the tracking number for the LBC. For LBC for me to track it. And at that time, my parcel has already been received by my landlady. So I just asked them, and yeah, boom, I got this parcel, and this is how it looks like. So this is how they send your passport with stamp on it. So they have these guidelines that you can read through, and this is how it looks like when everything has already been processed. Your GC key will also get updated. So when they process the stamping, that would also be the date that would indicate there. Okay? And yeah, I think that's it. I really appreciate your time watching this video, and I hope you learned something. Thank you so much, and watch out for our next video. And I think that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.